Just gonna test the audio and all that good stuff. Y'all know what a crappy streamer and YouTuber I am. y'all know how bad this is. Just gonna test the there we go audio. There we go. All right, it's coming through loud and clear. Y'all know I can't have my stuff right. We can't have nice things around here. All right. Welcome everybody. This is the Climb to One. This is YouTube, and this is my Robinhood stock account. Hopefully you've seen episode 1 and episode 2, and hopefully you've seen the tutorial. Episode 1 and 2 are actually about this account. The tutorial is a very generalized, basic tutorial for new people. We don't want to be intimidating. We don't want to scare people. We don't want to get off into the weeds with the thetas and the deltas. It's a very general tutorial on call options. So general that we only did call options. We didn't even do puts. We just did calls. And calls and puts are like two sides of the same coin. So what are we doing tonight then? Like what? Do you have anything new to show us on your trades? No, I don't. There was no activity today. We still have our buy order sitting here. Okay, boom. Still waiting for our buy order to go through. No, I'm sorry, for our sell order. Our buy order is already in place. What is our sell order here? We are looking for the stock to go up to 70 cents and to sell our excess shares, which is only 10. Sorry guys, I clicked the wrong button. I put us into the call. We've got 10 shares left over because we have 210 shares, and our sell order, this is it. Our sell order is to just flip those 10 shares. That's it. We just got, 10 shares sitting around. Here it is. And we want to sell them for 70 cents. That'll flip up to $7. Then we're going to take that $7 and we're going to say, hey, when it goes back down to like 60 cents or 55, or looking at this price, 50, we could get away with a lot. Why are we doing that? Well, we're cost averaging down and we're acquiring more shares for the same amount of money. But this 48.16 and this, all this red, oh my God, right? Time to freak out. Oh no, red is bad. We want green. We want up and right. That's what we want. So I want to have a little conversation today about financial responsibility, mental health, and investing. All right, let's talk about these things. Guys, am I on a ledge jumping off a bridge and jumping out a window? No. Why? Well, for the first thing, you'll notice $99.51. Guys, I put $100 in this account. So rule number 1, never put in more money than you're willing to lose. If this account went to zero, my life would not substantially change for the negative. That's rule number 1. That's why I'm not worried, okay? But that's one concept, right? You never put in more than you're willing to lose. Now, obviously, when you're doing like your 401k, when you're doing your retirement plans, you never want to lose that. You're trying to live off that for the rest of your life at the end, right? We're doing something here that's more risky. We are trying to stack shares so that we can sell call options. All right. So we're more focused on the call option aspect than the other aspects, and that's how we're going to generate money. The last video, when we closed out, we were up like $28 at one point, right? Which, not a lot, obviously, but again, it's a $100 account. So we were up between 17 and 28% because the price kept fluctuating at different points during that video, right? Off of $100. Yay, and we were winning. Now we are losing, except the game's not over, okay? We are not worried, one, because of the golden rule. Let's do the golden rule again. Never put in more than you're willing to lose. Just like if you went to a casino with a slot machine or a blackjack table or a poker table, never take more to the casino than you're willing to lose. You have to be willing, if you're going to take that gamble, to come home with $0. And you can't then be lamenting the money that is now gone. You had fun. You went and you blew it. You had entertainment. We blow money all the time on all sorts of things, and perhaps we should curb ourselves on that. Perhaps we should cancel 6 of the 7 streaming services we have, right? Financial responsibility. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. But why else are we calm? I mean, it can't just be, because you would still be like, damn, man, I don't want my account to go to zero. That would suck. Well, we are working on this account through a fundamental plan. We have a plan here. We didn't just buy a stock and go, I hope it goes up. No, we have a vehicle, a method that we are using to try to generate money on this account. Now, that can still fail. This can still not work. I could have a bad plan. But let's go over that plan. Well, what do we have? We have 2 lots of mark in which we have sold 2 contracts of calls. Okay? 2 different people, or it could be the same person, I have no way of telling, are locked in. Where if this stock goes to $1 a share, I am selling them my 100 in shares. So, on one end, if this thing rebounds and shoots up, that is $200 that I will be receiving. And I've already received 15, the $10 premium, the $5 premium. Again, $100 account. So $215 is quite a bit more than $100. So that's on the other end. If the stock price were to shoot up, I wouldn't hate it if the stock price shot up because I'm going to make a great return. Okay, but we're on the other end, right? That would be the first world problem of, oh God, I'm winning too hard. Oh no, they're going to execute the calls because I'm winning too hard, right? That'd be the first world problem. Well, this is the other end of that spectrum. Why am I not worried? Well, at 48 cents, it's not going to hit that dollar. I mean, there's still time, right? The 16th, we still have 7 days. We're going to have a full business week left. But this makes it less likely that we get called. This makes it less likely that it hits $1. And I don't want to get called. I want to stay right here and continue selling my call options every time it's available, grabbing those premiums and then investing those premiums into more shares and flipping those excess shares between 2 ranges I'm comfortable with. For me, that's been anywhere between 55 and 70 cents, right? I like to buy around 60, 55, and I like to sell around 60 and 55. And I like to sell around 65 and 70. Just keep generating more shares. So we got a plan, guys. We're calm, cool, and collected because even though we're down right now, being down right now doesn't matter that much. As long as the price maintains, doesn't fall completely out and the stock goes defunct, right? As long as the price kind of maintains, it can be low, it can be down, because we're just going to turn around. We've already got our premiums for this round, and we just want it close enough that next time when these contracts expire, people are still willing to pay us a premium for our call options so that we can get paid again and then paid again. And over time, as long as the stock doesn't like just completely tank, we're going to have more and more shares off of flipping the excess and selling the collecting the premiums, that the 156 shares I started with is going to be 300, 400, 500, 600 shares. If I have that many more shares, they can each be worth quite a bit less and my account still be worth more money. So we're not worried because this fits within my plan. This allows me to keep the stocks I have, and it's probably still close enough that if the calls expire today, I could get hopefully a $5 premium, but I could probably still get $1 premium. And I'm not going to scoff. Yeah, that would be a bad cycle for me to only get $1. But what does that mean? Well, then that's $101 if the stock bounces up and my call gets exercised, right? Am I going to be upset about $101? No. And if the stock doesn't bounce up to $1 a share, where nobody calls it, well, I just got a free $1. Why would that upset me? I mean, yes, it's not the 5 or it's not the 10 that I've gotten before, right? Because there would be a greater risk for people hitting the call. But why would I be upset that more money went into my account? That would be kind of dumb. So we're not in a horrible position. So we're calm, cool, and collected because 1, we didn't put in more money than we're willing to lose. But 2, we also have a plan. And we understand that a dip like this doesn't stop our plan. It's still a viable plan. It's still there, it can still work. Now, what are some things that people might do in this situation? Well, they're locked on in our situation, right? We're locked in on 2 lots of sell calls. I could, well, I can't. I only have 37 cents in buying power, right? But I could buy those out to get out of those early. And some people do that, and it can still be profitable a lot of the times. We don't want to do that. We're not at the threat of this getting called on. So we're good. We're just going to let it ride. But if it wasn't in call orders and those 200 were accessible to me, some people might be like, oh man, it's dipping too much. I'm selling, I'm getting out. And then they realize the loss and they eat the loss, right? So we don't want to do that. We're going to hold and we're going to wait for it to bounce up. Now, this is a small money account. I want to show what can happen with just $100. If this were another account, I would be reaching in and taking another 100 or even 200 and buying the shares to cost basis down, right? We want to turn that 60 something into 55 or 50 cents a share if possible. So what I would be doing if this were another account is I'd be buying into this dip. And that's what it's called. It's called buying into this dip. But that's a little more stock strategy, that stuff. Now, and you can buy into the dip, and buying into the dip can go wrong. If that stock keeps plummeting down and eventually go defunct, you chase bad money with good in that scenario, right? But buying the dip is a perfectly good strategy that many people use over many different things, over dividend investing, even in day trading. If somebody still isn't going, but they see, okay, here's another dip, and then if I buy in now, it only has to go up so much for me to get out, break even, or profit. Sometimes they'll buy a dip in day trading, and that's trading that's going fast, all right? So just know, a lot of people might, in such a situation, freak out, throw all of their planning out the window, and just exit, just sell. Sometimes that could be the appropriate thing to do, but we discussed the stock market tends to go right and up over time. Usually if you just hold and wait, you're going to come out better on the other end. So that's the other reason that we're not freaking out. We don't have to have this money right now. I don't need this to pay any bills or anything. This money's fine sitting here. I can just wait. We can give it time. Time goes right for the price to go up. So we're cool, calm, collected, we're good. But I just thought that this was a perfect opportunity since we were up 19% and now we are down. Oh, wait. We want to go to the account value, not the stock value. Since we were up like 18% and we're now down, even though we're down like less than 1%, it's not a lot that we're down. I just want to take the opportunity while everything was red and scary to have a mature conversation about financial responsibility, for one, and how to keep your mentals right when you're dealing with stocks. Because this is like real money, right? It's not fake money. It's not a lot of money, but it's still real. We'd rather not lose it. And people can let stuff eat at them. And people can also let knee-jerk reactions kick in. And now you're doing horrible stuff because you got scared. A little fear crept in, right? Well, you can manage this. Less fear creeps in if, one, you have a plan and you understand what you're doing, and two, what's in that account isn't like your life, right? Pretty different if this was my life savings and $500,000 was now $10,000. I'd probably be freaking out too. Yeah, that would be kind of crazy, right? So I just wanted to get into it. Mental health is a big topic these days. Investing puts a lot of stress on you. Therefore, investing can be bad on your mental health if you're not prepared and you're not doing things properly. So I wanted to take the time while the account was down to just say, hey guys, let's talk about these things, because you're going to experience it. If you're going to invest or you're going to trade, you're going to experience downturns and bad days. So how do we mitigate and how do we maintain our mentals? And that's just what I wanted to do. We went over it. We see, oh, look, we're down a little bit right now. It's okay. I've got a plan. We're following it through. And this is not like a consequential amount of money. I'm not going to miss my rent because the stock went down. I'm good. Therefore, being good, I don't have to freak out about it. And I just want you to understand that, deep breath, because if you're going to do a journey with anything financial, starting a business, buying a house, hell, something as small as buying a car is still actually pretty big and can be very stressful. Well, this is what you do. You have your plan, you follow your plan, you don't put in more than you can lose. And that should be with everything. So just wanted to hit it up. You guys have a great night. It's been fun. It's even been real fun. This is a climb to one, trying to save our sanity. Signing off.